I form relationships with my students in the same way that I would in a face-to-face class. I make time in the beginning of the semester to get to know them. I ask them to create an individual slide that has their picture, it has their name, and over the course of the semester or the classes, we add to that. Sometimes it's personal information where it could be something like their favorites. Sometimes it's connected to academics where it's maybe a struggle or a challenge. I go into class a few minutes early, so I typically invite my students, if they are interested, to log on early and have that same kind of drop-in feel, the 10 or 15 minutes before class, that they would do if they were coming into your building or coming into your classroom, right? So they come in, they put down their backpacks. Here you're setting up, and if sometimes students log right on at 4:30, and that's fine. I honor that they're on time at the start of our class, but every time I've done this, I've had students pop in at 4:15, 4:20. They check in. How's it going? Here's a celebration or a challenge that I've had. I also try to make those celebrations and challenges explicit by having slides in the beginning where even as we're going through our class norms and routines, they can share their celebrations from the week. I try to focus on the positive things, especially in tumultuous times in this pandemic, but it's really important, I think, to have an opportunity for students to share no matter the class format. Another way that our students get to know each other is I try to purposefully think about my breakout rooms. There is a tool, a random generator for the breakout rooms that will just divide all the students up in groups of 2, 3, 5, 6 rooms. And I lean on that tool a lot in the beginning. I go through a whole class in its entirety, and I try to make sure that I've got multiple groupings, so that I've got vertical articulation, that I have some groups of 3 or 4, and then I've got some groups that might just be 2 students. So I try to vary the size of the group, the dynamics of the group, the content of the group, the individuals. Sometimes they have a core group that they report to, depending on a class project or structure. So that idea of intentional grouping is something that's really important, and I found is very valuable, both in pushing my students' learning experiences forward and advancing the community of our class.